Hey guys, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Lisa here. I hope all is well. Welcome to your full moon in Leo reading. All right. When I was meditating on the energy, Bumblebee Jasper came out for me. Okay. Okay, you can't see the word. There we go. Bumblebee Jasper. Okay. So I'm just going to read that really quickly and then get into the prayer and then the actual reading. All right, so Bumblebee Jasper is about trust. If you want to screenshot that and check it out for later. So Bumblebee Jasper's startling colors instill a new vibration. The stone stimulates new projects, bringing the message that you that you must have honesty in your life. Self-understanding. You are a divine being with immense inner riches, holding the bright, energizing light of the sun. You are born to carry out a specific task. Charismatic, you naturally attract people. You have inner strength and courageously go where others do not dare. Harvest your resources and put them to work to heal dis-ease. The divination. A moment of fertilization. You're being open to new possibilities. Remember that the bee is not aerodynamically designed to fly, but it does. Cut through doubt and uncertainty. Relax and focus. Clear sight is needed. Visualize your future. Love and good fortune rush towards you. Grasp the opportunities. Be a leader, but avoid arrogance. Trust the universe. You overcome obstacles. Someone new lights up your life. The healing insight. Food intolerances or other allergies may underline any physical discomfort you experience. All right, now for the chakra, it'll be sacral and solar plexus, okay? So the solar is yellow, the sacral is orange. So if you want to get more yellow things around, okay, while you're, I don't know, celebrating the full moon, doing whatever your full moon ritual is, or if you want to just have it for the cycle, then go for it, okay? The soul path, triumph over the impossible. All right, so what was coming through was like, go big, go hard, or go home. If you're going for something, use this Leo energy to like really have the confidence to do it, to go hard with conviction. I also had the feeling of measuring twice to cut once. Don't rush into something with like foolish confidence, okay? Don't rush into it with foolish confidence. Instead, measure twice, cut once. Take your time, okay? But hurry up, right? If you're doing something, don't half-ass it. All right, let's get started. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know for the full moon in Leo? Thank you. What is the overall theme? Thank you. See, look at that strength. Also, when I was meditating, the strength card did come out, which is Leo energy in the tarot, okay? Now we have the strength card coming out in this Threads of Fate Oracle deck here. There's some power coming from this full moon, this Leo energy, okay? Allow it to just ride the wave. You know how like waves come in and you can just ride it so you can get to shore, right? Where you don't have to swim too hard. This energy is a good wave. It can be a booster into like a new project or something like that. Wow, speaking of new projects, we have Get Creative. If you had a creative idea, okay, then go for it. Or if you had like an addition to a project that you're already working on, for example, if you have a clothing line and you have this new product you want to introduce, it's time for that. All right, do it in a big way though, right? Like have some ads out, you know, something like that. You're being called to show out a little bit more, which is Leo energy. All right. Let's get into the reading. It's like showing the world what you got. Star card, shining. What have we created since the new moon? What have we created since the new moon? See, I feel like this is more so about shining you and your personal spiritual journey, okay? Career path or whatever the case is. What have we created since the new moon? Thank you. Temperance and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so these are for the people who already, because we were talking about like starting projects or starting whatever idea that you want to start. That was a past energy, okay? With the Temperance and the Page of Pentacles. It's like getting to work, getting down to the nitty gritty, you know, taking like a baby step. It's a baby offer, okay? It's like if you wanted a YouTube channel, you just start it, you know, or at least come up with a name, you know, things like that. So it seems like that was the energy of the past. With the Temperance card, it seems like you were sprinkled with a little bit of a divine dust, all right, to help you navigate this energy in the beginning stages of this project. Where are we now? In this full moon in Leo, where are we now? Ace of Swords in reverse. What's happening? Defeatist? Okay, yeah. It's a defeatist attitude here. Look, okay. So this has the energy of someone who started a new project and it might not have worked out. Not that it didn't work out. It's that it didn't work out as quickly, or it didn't happen. Things didn't happen as quickly or come together the way they thought it should. And they feel alone and unsupported in this. That is the nature of starting something on your own. Now, I don't think this is talking about jobs. I feel like these are passion projects. Like if you're starting a podcast, if you're starting a clothing line, if you're starting a workshop, you know, things like that. This is just how it goes, okay? I've definitely had my fair share of starting up brands and closing, you know, nothing coming out of it, you know. So I understand this process. It's the nature of the game. If you are, I don't want this to be like a job seminar or whatever, but like, or entrepreneurship seminar, but if you're starting a new project, don't expect too much right now. It's okay. Enjoy not having the pressure of success, because in this beginning stage, you are going to make mistakes. So just enjoy it. Also, don't expect support from family and friends. Your biggest supporters in the beginning are going to be the people that don't know you. That, I don't know why it works like that, but that's just the nature of the game, okay? So don't be out here trying to see if they want to buy your product and leave it alone. Go ahead and build your own fan base. Build your own, your target audience, all right? Wow, okay. Whatever this creative project is, if you create art, if you create music, don't expect, just because they like you as a person, it doesn't mean that they're going to like your project. And if they don't like your project, it doesn't take away from them liking you, right? But there's some type of like feeling like not supported, okay? Just because if they're not on board with what you're doing, it doesn't mean that they don't support you as a person, all right? It's going to be a lonely, in the beginning, it is lonely. In the beginning, you're going to be like, okay, am I talking to myself out here? You know, you keep going. Consistency. That's all that it takes. That's what brings success. It's not about who's the best one at it. It's about who outlasts the competition. All right, now. I'm about to turn this Tony Robbins up in here. Don't get me started. You're not seeing the truth. You don't have full clarity on whatever this is because you just started. And it's already like on this energy of, you know, and here's another thing. It's about to be an entrepreneurship seminar. So I'm sorry if this ain't your thing. Here's another thing with that. When you come up with an idea and you feel like it's the greatest idea in the world, it does not mean that, one, it doesn't mean that it's the greatest idea in the world. Also, it might be a stepping stone to take you elsewhere. Like I mentioned, I've done a couple of like brands, you know, and all of those brands in the past that I tried and it didn't really pop off, it prepared me for Tarot and Heal. Okay, everything that I've learned in those perceived failures, it got me here. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Don't put so much pressure on us. Also, when you get bit with the dreamer bug, you are going to have this inflated sense of importance of your idea. Not to deflate it, but I'm just letting you know that that is how it works because you're very excited because you have the dreamer bug, okay? But it doesn't mean that everyone around you has a dreamer bug too. It doesn't mean that they have that level of thinking outside the box or reaching for the stars that you will have. So you really have to have your own confidence. That's coming around full circle to that Leo energy of confidence, bumblebee spirit, okay? Another good one is Tiger's Eye, all right? This energy here, solar plexus energy, or getting some yellow, you know, whatever it is, doing that with the intention of fueling your conviction, because in the beginning of whatever it is that you're going towards, whether it's a project, whether it's just going into a new cycle in general and just being a different person, okay, whatever this is, it's new. And it's not, you're not going to feel supported because it's time for you to have your own conviction about this, not without outside validation, okay? And when I say outside validation, I'm not talking about these readings, right? Because somebody asked me that before when I talked about outside validation. What I mean by that is the people that are actually in your life, you know, if they tell you that it's a stupid idea, you would be hurt, right? I'm talking about that. You're close-knit people, all right? Not needing them to boost you up, all right? All right. See, with the Devil card here, there is like Queen of Swords with the Ace of Swords. It's like a toxic way of seeing it. Like someone's not seeing it clearly. Whatever it is that they're going towards, they're not seeing the path clearly. Like, because maybe they have this expectation that's not grounded. All right? So just be mindful of that. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. Okay? It just means that it takes time. Whatever it is that you're working on, it's going to take time to build. Okay, so if this is about relationships too, things build. You don't sit here and meet someone and then get married the next day, right? You have to build things up. You have to set up a foundation. It doesn't mean that the manifestation isn't coming. It just means that it takes time, right? But when you're in the excitement, let's say the excitement of love, and you're infatuated, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be with this person now, or I want to get married now, I want to spend the rest of my life with them. And then you get with them and you're like, oh no, okay, we got to slow down. I didn't realize we got some things to work out. But you understand, like when you're in the honeymoon infatuation phase, everything seems possible, right? So that is that type of fairy. I don't want to say fairy energy. It's super optimistic, right? And that's why I mentioned it's not about rushing in with blind confidence. It's about moving forward, measuring twice, okay, cutting once, still moving forward with bold action and confidence and a confident delivery, but not being rash and not being unrealistic about the expectations here. But still be super confident. Like that's the main thing. Be super confident. All right. See, whatever it is that someone's going towards with the Three of Swords. Whoa, Three of Swords. No, Three of Wands. Is this Three of Wands? Yeah. All right. Three of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Look at this Ten of Pentacles here. First of all, this is like waiting for the ships to come in. Your results, right? Your manifestations. The things that you've been feeding in the background, right? Those things you've been setting intentions on. See, that's the thing. All right, whatever. So the things you've been setting intentions on, the things you might be working on, the things that you've been watering, you know, to yourself. That's leading to some stability. It is. But Ten of Pentacles energy takes a while. That's like building wealth. You don't build wealth overnight. Okay, you don't build anything solid overnight. You don't build a solid relationship overnight. Nothing like that works overnight. So just be mindful of that. This is coming. Okay, it is. But right now, someone's in a stage of feeling like desolate and left out in the cold and like, I don't know what the hell is going on. All right. It's like it's like that John Travolta gif. Like where's my manifestation? I put in work. But the thing is, you only put in page level work, okay? We're starting at page level work, okay? There's page, there's knights, there's queens, there's kings, then there's emperor, empress, right? You're only at page level. Someone's at page level effort and they're expecting emperor, empress level results. That's not, come on now. So it's something skewed about the perception of their expectations. Okay. All right. What's coming to our awareness? The higher level of thinking. Getting out of this lack mindset. See, this lack mindset is making someone feel like they don't have to work that hard. It's skewing whatever their expectations are. It's like if somebody is a musician and they decided, oh, I'm going to just put out one mixtape. I'm a rapper and I just put out one mixtape and I know this mixtape is so dope, you know, everybody's gonna like love it and I'm gonna become super lit on social media or SoundCloud or whatever, right? Someone has this inflated idea. It's like, okay, why do you think one project is going to give you all this clout when you see the people who actually made it, they've been in the game for 10 years before anyone even knew their name. You coming in with one project and you think you're about to do something? You know, it's that level of realism that needs to happen. That level of realism is going to ground you and it's going to make you take your actions seriously. It's going to make you measure twice and make sure all your ducks is in a row, okay? Because you're like, look, I know I have something to prove, so let me just do what I have to do, you know? Anyway, that's going to come to light here. All right. The Magician card coming out with the Moon card. Magician and the Moon card coming out in reverse. Let's see why that Moon card is coming out in reverse. Yeah, it's a breakthrough about like knowing what it takes to get what you want. And that's the Magician. So somebody, like if you've been trying to figure out why you haven't been getting what you wanted in love, for example, but you haven't been putting yourself out there, you haven't been going on a dating app, so you haven't been trying to interact with people, how are you going to meet the person in love, right? If you've been you haven't been putting the action in. So if you've been wanting to be an entrepreneur. But then you just come up with ideas and you never execute them. Or if you execute them, you just kind of throw them to the wayside, you know. You never put in any action. You know, so now it's realizing what it takes here. Even if it's like you found yourself in love situations where you realize you weren't giving. It could be some of that too. Somebody might expect more in love than what they're giving, all right? And they're wondering why they're not receiving love. It's like you're not giving love. Anyway, it's some type of struggle here. It's because someone wasn't putting their heart into it. See, so it's back to that energy of like, don't half-ass. Put it all on the line, all right? But that requires some confidence, all right? Eight of Cups, like walking away from that non-magician mode, stepping into the full energy. This is confidence, right? This has the energy of like that dreamer energy where you're in a new state. You're gonna have this, it just comes with the territory. When you're excited about a new idea, you're gonna be super optimistic, and that's quite all right. Just understand that that's the nature of the beast and learn how to tame it, okay, so that you can take structured action towards whatever it is that you're going for. All right, especially if this is business or creative project, okay? Also learn how to manage your expectations. Okay, and also be very honest about yourself as to how much effort you're putting in. Are you putting in enough effort to get what you're asking for? If you're asking for an emperor, are you putting in effort to be an empress? And vice versa. If you're looking for an empress, check yourself. Are you an emperor? How much effort are you putting into yourself before you're asking for someone else to be something? All right, before you're asking the universe to bring something in. All right, can I get an amen? Okay, all right, I feel like I'm preaching up in here. All right, that's coming to the awareness, what it takes. So with the Magician card, some of you guys might realize what it takes to start co-creating with the universe, start manifesting. I am going to create a video about how to manifest. But just pretty much like you could start with affirmations, okay? I highly suggest that because pretty much the video will be talking about the one core trait for manifesting. The one rule, pretty much, I mean, you can add a bunch of things to it, but the one rule is repetition, consistent repetition of an idea until it gets ingrained into your subconscious and it yanks your conscious into that new reality. That's manifestation. So if you want something, figure out an affirmation and keep repeating it over and over every day. Try the 777 ritual that I've suggested on Instagram, okay? And just do that every day. Your behavior, because your subconscious is leading your behavior will begin to align, all right? It will become easier for you to start taking inspired action. We'll get more into that in the actual video. But it seems as if some people might be led to start taking that path. Magician mode, okay? To get what they want here. All right. What's no longer serving us? Tower, wow. It's a new way of doing things here with the Knight of Cups coming out in reverse. It's like someone was pursuing something in the wrong way. Like if you're pursuing a love interest, right? And you want them to be head over heels in love with you, but you didn't put any effort to get to know them or show them who you are. It's like, what do you expect is gonna happen here? You just feel like you the shit where, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you have to put in work for something. So it seems like somebody's realizing that they weren't putting in, or how they were putting in effort, it was inappropriate, okay? And now that's where the new decision comes in. It's an aha moment, this epiphany. Like, that's why things haven't been working. Relying too heavily on like willpower, not saying willpower is a great vehicle, right? But relying too heavily on that as opposed to using the attractive force. You still, once the opportunity comes, you do have to act, right? That's where the willpower comes in. But it's like luring things in as opposed to dragging it in by brute strength, right? It's like forcing a connection as opposed to just getting to know a person and seeing where it goes. It's like me racking my brain trying to find an apartment in Atlanta as opposed to manifesting it by setting my intentions and doing my affirmations every morning until I got the inspired action to come out here. And then when I came out here, everything lined up. That's being a magician. All right. And the magician card is coming out again. This is a major tarot moment. What does it mean to be a magician? All right. That's what's going to come up to your awareness now. Because with the Five of Swords, it's like, yeah, this is like, I got to cheat, rob and steal to get what I want. That's that brute force energy. It's not smooth. And it's not a way of co-creating with the universe. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into that. That's going to be in the video though. What it means to co-create with the universe. It's just creating, it's just going along with the laws that already exist. Riding the waves of the laws that already exist, okay? Just like we respect the laws of gravity. We're not out here trying to test it and see if, you know, if we drop a penny, would it actually fall? We know the penny's going to fall, right? We don't have to test that. We have to have that level of confidence in riding the wave of the laws of attraction, okay? It leads to inspired action. And now, see, some people get caught up with the whole like law of attraction and, oh, then you just have to sit here and think your way into, it's not about that. You set the tone with your subconscious and it leads you to the inspired, the correct action. It leads you to the best type of action. This, taking a step forward, if you want to start a podcast, right? There's so many ways you could start it. There's so many people that you can run into, okay? Some people are the best people to run into for the best possible outcome. Some people might be the worst people to run into for this best possible outcome. You can run into snakes. You can run into people who could really help you thrive. Now, this is where inspired action comes in, okay? If you already set the program in the background, then once you start moving around in the world to make this dream come true, then you know how to move. You'll feel the inkling, okay? This is right, this is the right path, okay? This, I shouldn't fuck with this person, you know? This is the right apartment. This is the right town I need to stay in while I'm looking for apartments, okay? This is how it worked for me. Yeah. I was definitely manifesting the apartment every day, okay? And then just out of nowhere, boom, inspired action. I need to be in Atlanta this week. I came out to Atlanta and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go into this place, this area, and I'm gonna get the hotel here. I've never been in this specific town within Atlanta, but I'm gonna go here. I stayed in that hotel and the apartment was right around the corner from the hotel, okay? The apartment that I ended up staying at. So just to show you like how things can line up when you set the program first. And then I still had to take the action, right? But the action was inspired, it was clearer, it was cleaner, it was a cleaner process. If I moved with this energy of feeling a defeatist energy, if I moved in a way where I felt like, oh man, I'm so worried, because it was scary, right? If I moved out here not knowing where my next check was gonna come from and not knowing if I was gonna find an apartment or not, you know, and I had that mindset without prepping and priming my subconscious, I could have made the wrong decisions based on fear. Okay? That's the difference between inspired action and then an action that you think you're making because of your human logic. That's the difference between co-creating and then using your willpower. I could have used my willpower to power through my fear, but I wouldn't have had the best deal. Okay? All right. Ace of Swords. And that's the truth. All right. So yeah, with the Hierophant coming out the bottom of the deck, that is the difference between a higher level of thinking as opposed to just depending on your human knowledge, human logic. All right. Where we at? Oh yeah, so that's coming out as what's no longer serving you. It's time to let go of that brute will force, willpower, and brute strength, okay? And start getting into magician mode. It'll be way easier that way. How do we release and let go? How do we release and let go of this past energy? We have the Five of Cups coming out. See, we have the Five of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords. Ten of Wands. All is burdensome energy. This is the equivalent of if I would have came out here with the fear and the baggage that the fear and the baggage that's present when you're not co-creating, because you're only dependent on yourself and you're not depending on the laws. You're not riding the wave of the laws. If you're not riding the waves of the law, then you're sitting there doubting yourself in your own capacity. But once you realize, like, oh, nah, I just know it's mathematics, this is how it works, then you can take it a little bit easier, all right? You could drop this burden. What are the additional resources to help us? Four of Pentacles, let go. Let go of the poverty consciousness. Anything, any blockage, any doubt that you have is an opportunity to affirm. Any doubt that you have is an opportunity to create an affirmation. What are you having doubts about right now when it comes to this thing that you're going for? If it's a podcast and you feel like it's not going to work, why do you feel that way? Is it confidence? Is it capital? Is it experience? What is it? If it's experience, then the affirmation can be, I am competent. If it's capital, then the affirmation can be, money flows to me easily. Just an abundant way of thinking. If this is fear, then obviously you have a bunch of affirmations you can come up with that. For that, I am courageous. What was this again? Bumblebee Jasper. Because this is really what it's coming down to, is fear. It's fear of doing it alone, fear of it not working out. And we need more confidence, okay? So set the intention to build your confidence and work with your solar plexus and your sacral. If you work with crystals, then Bumblebee Jasper. If you work with colors, then yellow. If you work with affirmations, then look up some confident building affirmations. Keep it simple. Triumph over the impossible. All right. Come up with an affirmation about success. I'm great at what I do. I love what I do and I do it well. If this is about love and you need confidence about love, I am lovable and loving. Because that's important. To be loved, to feel like you're lovable. That will help fuel your confidence to go for love. I am lovable. I'm also loving. I deserve love. All right. This is a damn pep talk. All right. What's going on with the blockages? 35, 32. What's going on with the blockages? Ten of Swords, pain. Why is the Ten of Swords here? The Strength card just peeked out again. We have the Six of Wands coming out with the Nine of Pentacles. Six of Wands is that triumph. Just like it said for the Bumblebee Jasper, triumph over the impossible. The triumph over the pain. Not feeling like someone's feeling like they can't do it. They can't override their pain. They can't override the poverty consciousness. If this is you going for a project or a career path. If this is love, then you feel like you don't have the strength to move past this heartbreak, to go in love again. Someone's not feeling confident. This Nine of Pentacles is all about the confidence. It's coming out in reverse. See, this is an inner knowing. This is confidence that comes from an inner knowing, strength, alignment with the universe as well. And it's being transmuted into a real 3D sense. What else do we have for the blockage? Queen of Cups. See, that spiritual, that inner knowing, that spiritual strength. Scorpio had this reading. I just did that reading for Scorpio where we're talking about developing more confidence, and it's coming from your strength in spirit. As I mentioned, when I moved here to Atlanta, I didn't come here with the confidence that I was going to be able to find something, right? I just had confidence in how I moved with spirit, right? I had confidence in the laws of the universe. I had confidence in not just, oh, the universe just got my back. It's like, no, I put in work by way of affirmations, and I knew that I was taking inspired action, all right? It's a difference between like, oh, I can just do whatever I want and the universe got me, as opposed to putting in work to co-create, actually taking action to co-create with the universe. That gives you more confidence in a real 3D sense, okay? Because I needed confidence in a real world sense. This wasn't a theory. I moved to another state. I could have been homeless, right? This is a real life problem. So it didn't happen because I decided to not depend on my own human faculties. I want to drive this point home. That is going to give you more confidence to take risk and take bold action. All right? The Queen of Cups coming out here. Intuitive guidance is going to give you more confidence. That is going to be the source of your strength and real confidence moving forward, not the flashy confidence, all right? Not being all bowlerific and all that. No, like real, from at your core confidence, yeah. That you can really handle things, all right. What are they failing to see? This requires a very fierce energy, okay? The Leo energy is the lion, right? Allow it to turn, ride the wave and allow for this fierceness to come out, all right? I'm feeling it. Anyway, so I feel like part of this is standing on your own 2 feet with the Queen of Pentacles coming out. This is having, just having it all, right? Being solid, being secure, standing on your own. We do have the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Swords coming out in reverse. Walking away from a broken connection is going to lead to your independence. This is a confidence to stand out on your own. Whether this is leaving a state, right, like my example, or if this is stepping into an entrepreneurial role, or this is stepping out and being single for the first time in a really long time. It's something about stepping out on your own, feeling alone in this moment, and you will, especially if this is a love thing and you're newly single. It's going to feel lonely. It's okay. Ride that process, okay? Take that time to build your confidence, some real confidence up, all right? But yeah, it seems like some people are walking away from, with the 10 of Pentacles, walking away from something that was once aligned, okay? Something that was like a staple in their life. Something that was secure for them, home, okay? Something that might have felt like home, something that was secure. This could be the security of a job. It could be the security of a home. It could be the security of a family, whatever. But it's leaving the security of that so you can stand out on your own. What's the advice? I feel so intense in this reading. King of Swords. Doing what you got to do. All right? Making decisions out here. Making executive, bold decisions, okay? That's what needs to happen. Ride this Leo wave to be not reckless. Take inspired action. We already talked about what that means. But taking that bold ass action. Clear-headed. Balanced. Structured. Strategic. Be strategic in your behavior, in your move forward. This King of Swords is a leader energy, all right? This person, this energy is the energy you need to step out into to be on your own in whatever this is, whatever this endeavor is. This is a leader. This is someone who's clear-headed. This is someone who has confidence in their judgment. Even if it might sound weird to other people, you're like, no, I know what I need to do. Clear-headed, all right? And strategic. And not afraid to make decisions. Knowing how to catch an opportunity when it comes. All right. That's the energy you need to be on. This is just talking about the old way of being, okay? Needing to shift the mindset into this, from a Page of Swords into King of Swords energy, all right? That's going to be a new beginning for you. It's going to feel weird to be in that new level of thinking, right? For whatever this energy that you're taking a jump into. It's fine. And you're going to have to walk away from things that were once aligned with you to take this jump. And that's fine too. All right. Ace of Swords. You're going for your victory. We started off talking about victory. We're ending with victory. Remember, the Bumblebee Jasper was talking about triumph over the impossible. So whatever this is talking about for you, you can do it. Triumph over the impossible. You got it. You got the sword of truth, okay? A lot of sword energy here. It's time to be logical. It's time to be strategic in how you're working with spirit, okay? All right. Justice card at the bottom of the deck. It's coming out in reverse. It's time to walk away from the things that's just not working for you. This put me in a fierce mode. Hopefully I can go to sleep after this. I'm gonna do some jumping jacks or some shit after this. Burn off the steam. The fuck? Alright, what's the power animal? Parrot Spirit, watch your words. This is a card of manifestation. This is a card of knowing that your words count, knowing how much your words are important, how potent they are. The words that you can use to create things. They're so important. They're so potent that you can create things with your words. That's being an intentional magician. Not just saying shit, right? And also learning not to speak against yourself too. This beautiful energy. This is a card of manifestation. Start with the affirmations. All right. Find an affirmation. Try to keep it short and sweet. If you can do like 7 or less words, the shorter the better, so it can stick. Also, if it can rhyme, that'll be nice too. You know, it doesn't have to. These are just tricks to make it stick in your head. All right. Try 7 minutes of repeating it. Okay. Repetition, consistent repetition. That's pretty much the meat of manifestations. Okay. You'll be led to inspired action, inspired thoughts. It'll be easier for you to navigate or gravitate to certain types of actions, people, events that'll line up with the thing that you're asking for, the thing that you're affirming. All right. Let's get it out here, man. End of the TED Talk. All right. Calling me Tony Robbins out here, right? All right. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG. That's Tara and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, if you want to get 20% off of readings, or if you want to check out the readings early, if you want to get free access to the readings, early access to the readings, not free, check out the Patreon link below for that as well. All right, thank you so much. I'm about to go and do some jumping jacks and push-ups because I'm amped. I hope y'all are too. All right. If you have a cat, I hope it became a tiger just now. All right. All right. Until we meet again. Peace.